Live. I'm just going to check to see whether we're live here, and let's see. Yeah, we are live. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're having a good evening, morning, afternoon, and it is 3rd of July. It's Wednesday, 3rd of July, 2024. We're beaming into YouTube and Twitter X at the same time, so I hope you're having a good day. I've got a bit of the sniffles at the moment, but it's all good. Today we're going to talk about meme coins and just some, stuff that I've been looking at. And but first of all, let's go to the market and let's look at BTC. It's down about 2,000. It's 1261, but this is all about accumulation right now. Before we get to at least 200k, my prediction is about 200k by April 2025. We should be about 200k BTC. So we're at 61k now. So be that as it may, whatever. Just I'm still accumulating. So I think we should top off at about 200, 250. But then we might start to see a bear cycle get into a bear market, maybe Q3 2025, but it could even get into the bear market mid 2025, or could start 2026. It just it doesn't, no one can tell. But I think BTC will hit the top at about May, April 2025. Okay, so Solan's up a tad, not a great deal, but it's probably up a few dollars there at 151, and then you see the rest of the other stuff. If you're a value investor, you'll be buying a lot of these coins, and they're good long-term things. But the reason why I like to talk about meme coins is because meme coins is the fastest way to make money in crypto. I don't care what anyone says, but that is the truth. But it's also the riskiest. So it's definitely a place to tread very carefully, because meme coins can get you wrecked, literally, like in a blink of an eye. And that's where a lot of scammers are. So they know they're just preying on people that are new to meme coins, and they have their little tricks. Okay, so you just gotta be very careful. Here I talked about this one. It's by a guy called Steve. Apparently he's a big he's like a big like a celebrity kind of thing, I believe. I don't know what's going on. Your account is not able to perform the action. Please refresh. That's because I gotta log in. No, it periodically signs me out for some reason. I don't know why, but it just does. Yeah, it does this every now and again. Let me just. Well, anyway, this is it here. Okay. This is it. Stephen will not do it. It's just like this is him here. So apparently he's a big dude, big YouTuber or celebrity. Here he's meeting Trump, and this is what's his name? The UFC guy. So he meets Trump there. I forgot his name, but anyway, the UFC guy. He owns the UFC. But yeah, so he's pretty big. He's got his meme coin and that. And this is his well, as far as I know, that's even there. As far as I know, that's him. So if you know more about this meme coin, I've not looked into it massively. I haven't done a deep dive into it, nor have I done any research on it in a big way. I don't even know if this is his coin or not. Um, so if you know if this is his actual coin, um, let me know. Look at that Trump. He's having a good stare there, Trump. Yeah, I'd say Trump's probably he's likely to win, and get in the election at this point anyway. So it looks like Steve, he's like a fitness guy or something anyway. But he's pretty big in Dane, that's his name, Dane, the UFC guy. But he's pretty big in the States. So yeah, if this is his token, then yeah, it's like one of those celebrity coins. Yeah, you got to be careful with these celebrity coins because yeah, I was pretty adamant about Jason. It has pulled back quite a bit, but it's taken a big dip, a huge dip, and this is like his official coin. So, I mean, he's posted this on his Twitter and everything, so everyone knows it's his coin. But it's taken a massive dip. It's bounced back a little bit. It's down to 13 million. So, yeah, yeah, we'll see about this one. But yeah, it definitely took a massive hit down here. So that's Jason. I mean, it's still 13 million. So we'll see how this one goes. One that I've been watching also. So there's Hero, Jason, and again, these are like celebrity coins. I talked about Dilly a couple of days ago in my Discord group, Patreon group. If you want to check it out, you can. This is it here. $5 a month, and I talk about meme coins. Literally post every day about meme coins. You can just get in on the Solana level. But I talked about Dilly, and yeah, it pulled back heaps. Like it had a bit of it. Like I talked about it here. The reason why I liked it, this one, was because it was like a Billy clone. But it went down heaps. Like here, right? I called it about here, and then it went down heaps, and then it literally 3 days, it didn't do anything for 3 days, and then it basically just done a 10x. So you just don't know with these meme coins here. Like it's just done a 10x from here. You don't know with these meme coins. You just sometimes you got to stay in them. They're done 1,013, depending on where you put the bar, but it's about over 11x. 1,131%, which is basically a 10x. See, you just don't know. See, so the reason why I like this one, because it was very similar to Billy. So yeah, it's bounced back, it's come back in a big way. 10x, that's pretty good. 10x, put in $1,000 and you're gonna pull that 10 grand. But it's humming at the moment now. Today, it's back. It's back in a big way. So let's see the 5-minute volume. 5-minute volume's not that big, actually. It's only 4K. 3,000 holders. But the reason why I like this one is because obviously it was Billy and it was only 1 million at the time. So I would have called it about here and then a pullback. I'm not sure if this is going to continue to go on, but it's mooning at the moment. I wouldn't get in it now because it's literally at the top. But Billy's the coin. Look at it, it's 108 million. It did 100 million yesterday, and then it just continued to moon. Let's see what the market cap. Let's see where it reached, and basically went to about 114, 115 million yesterday. It's pulled back a bit, but yeah, in my opinion, this is $1 billion coin. The all-time, oh holy shit, the all-time high was 128. Hang on. Yeah, sorry, sorry, this is it here. Yesterday it did an all-time high of 130 million market cap. That's crazy. See, it went basically like, you know, it was here. Yesterday it was here. It was down here. And it went to 75 million to 130 million. So massive pump, but now it's pulled back to about 108. But this will, you know, consolidate a bit, and then it'll just pump again. So yeah, Billy's one of my plays where I just stay in it. I don't care. I can sleep on this one. I don't have to worry about it because the market cap's so big, and it's still, it's still only 108, so it's still a good 10x. This will do a billion. This will be a billion. I mean, imagine the dev on this one. The dev cheated. This is a pumped off fund project. The dev cheated when it went to Dex. I think he even cheated in pumped off fund. I'm not sure exactly when he cheated, but he cheated. Then the community took over it. So yeah, imagine if you're the dev watching this. Imagine this. You're just getting payback. These devs that cheat, like, you're just getting payback. You just deserve it. You know what I mean? I love it when devs cheat and then their coin goes to hundreds of millions. This is our coin here, Buddy Token. Okay, so this is every day I talk about Buddy Token. The good thing about this is because it's so organic. It's so organic. Is when you get, like, now, because it's still in pump up fund, this floor here, this 31% to 100%. This will only be bought up with people that believe in the project. So the really early people will buy this, and they'll hold it. Like many of these people here are holding, even though they might be holding a small percentage, they've held for 2 to 3 months. But that's a good thing about it, because if we hold this floor, the people that actually get in early, deservedly get in early, will fill this bonding curve up, right, to 100%, and then it'll go to Dex. And then these people here that have waited so long, they're going to hold. Why? Because this is where it's all going to happen. It's all going to happen when it goes to Dex, and then everyone comes in on top. See, they're buying after you. That means your current bag will go up in value. So it'd be silly to sell. It's just best to hold, because you've done all the hard work now of buying in early and holding and waiting, and then everyone's going to come in after, right? It's like Billy, in the beginning, Billy started off pumped up fund, and now it's 100 million. So think about those people that are still holding from pumped up fund. Their bags would be 500, 800k, and that's the thing, right? It'd be silly to sell now because it's only 100 million market cap. See, once it reaches a certain, like first of all, it's really difficult to get over 1 million market cap, and then 3 million, 4 million, like, it can still crash. Even at 10 million, it can still crash. But if you've got a good strong narrative and it's an evergreen coin, like it's a dog meme coin, like we have, it's not gonna, it's still volatile, but it's really memeable, and the narrative is strong. It's evergreen, so that's why I think this one's come back, because it's obviously the community's got to get together, but when it's a dog coin, it's strong. Not all dog coins make it, mind you, but you're kind of like on the right track anyway. Another one that is doing really well, this one here, this little cat, Mayo or something. This thing's mooning. So do you get into it? Do you not? See, the thing with these meme coins is, you notice that some of them do really well and some of them don't. Why they should, once they get to a certain point, they should just take off. Why do they all take off and some of them take off and just some of them just die? Why is that the case? Well, it's because obviously the community has a lot to do with it, but also these coins are created by devs that they just want to milk. They just want to milk it. Like, they don't care about it long term. All they care about is having it long enough to sustain long enough so then they can just milk it. So they have a large percentage of the supply, and they create the coin specifically. Now, I'm not saying this is created specifically, but let's just take this for example. I mean, I'm just using this as an example. I don't know, but they might create this coin, and then all they do is they have like the top. They'll have like the top 4 or 5 wallets, right? They'll have 6%, 4%, 2%, 2%, but they own all these wallets. So by the time you add it all up, it's like 20%, right? So they own 20% of the supply. What they'll do is they'll just continually let it go up, and then they'll buy a bit, and they'll buy a bit, and then it just, it just never seems to take off. And then they just fade. And then after a while, they just fade. Because once this thing starts going down, then the devs are like, oh, I've got 20% of the wallet, 20% of the supply, I'm just going to cash out. And then it just cashes out and just keeps on going down and down, and it never recovers. And then it just dies. And that's because they own a large supply, right? So that's why you really got to do your research. And there's apps out there that detect all this. I was looking at one yesterday. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to find out the name of it again. But it basically detects all the wallets. And even if the devs are trying to hide it, it can still detect it. So, you just got to be really super careful that when you get into these things, some of them do really well. Some of them just die. They just never make it. And that's because either the community don't get behind it, or they just die off. Like this one here, Starcat, still going strong, This is a community job, I think. Still going strong, still 4 million, so, we'll see what happens with this one. But it's it's going down. Like here. Had a really good projection. See, I was looking at here. See, had a really good projection here. It was going up and up and up, and then all of a sudden it started to go down. I'm not saying this is a scam. I'm pretty sure it's a community takeover. See, because it didn't do anything for a couple of days, and then they took it over. Or someone just pumped shit out of it, right? So this one here, but this one could take off again. Like we talked about Dilly before, Dilly didn't do anything for 2 days, and I talked about it when it was like 1 million, and then it didn't do. See, it pumped, and then it just went down, and then I was like, oh, this thing's done. And then look at it after 2 or 3 days. Took a while though, 2 or 3 days, and then it started to pump like crazy. So you just never know. This one here was basically brought back from the dead. Like this one was supposed to die. It went down to 15k liquidity. 15k market cap. It was supposed to die, and it came back. This one should have been dead. This one should have died, but it didn't. That's why I'm never going to write this off. You just don't know with this one. It's like, someone beat it down, it just gets back up. Like, if you look at the chart on this one, here, see? It had a pump in the beginning. See, look at that. It had a pump in the beginning, and then it just died. And literally down here was just 15k market cap. At 15k market cap, the odds of this coming back are very slim. And then it pumped again, and then it went back down. And it went back down to literally back to where it was before. So after the second time, you think, nah, this is done. Then whoosh. It just took off, pulled back, and then just had this massive pump. Like massive. It's just literally, I can't even fit it all on the screen. It's so big. Right now it's pulled back. People are taking profits. So I wouldn't write this one off. We've still got 4 million. It's still pretty big. I wouldn't write this thing off because you just don't know. It's so unpredictable, this one. This one here this literally could just flatline. This could go down here, right? You could just flatline here, down here, right? And then just go whoosh. You just don't know with these meme coins. It's so crazy. No one knows. It is so crazy. That's how crazy it is. How do I get out of it? I'm in trouble getting out of it. But anyway, I wouldn't write this one off yet. Definitely not. But yeah, Billy. Basically, with Billy, I'm just going to stay in it till it gets to 1 billion. Like I believe this is going to get to 1 billion. Um, yeah, it's already on a few centralized exchanges, so you know it should get there. Yeah, I don't know why I can't sign in my Twitter. I'll have to sign in later when I figure it out. It does this. It locks me out every now and again. So another place to find meme coins is a game meme board. It's at game.com. Sometimes this is good. To get on this, you got to pay like 0.75 sol or something to that effect. So all these people are paid 0.75 sol. So sometimes they can do well. This one here, Billy. That's not Billy. It's a scam coin. It's a fake one. But sometimes you can come on here because they've paid money. Like here, this Mayo one. See, this one was on meme board. It went to pump.fun, right? And then now look at it. It's at 4.1 million. That was the one I just talked about before. So it was like a fair launch. Let's just have a look at the holders. Yeah, see. Looks like a good distribution of holders, but then again, maybe these are all the same piece, and I don't know. But that's another good way. Not all. This is not a guaranteed way either. Like some of these, like most of these, will fail as well. So, you know, just because they advertise on here doesn't mean that they're gonna be successful. But this is another one, Pump Dog CTO. I think you probably saw that one. Okay, that one dead. See, that one's pretty much dead. Wolf of Wall Street. The Wolf of Wall Street. Let's see how this one went. Okay, it funded. And it's dead. See, so they don't all make it. But that Mayo one did. That went to 4 million. And then when you see here, like when it shows up here on the left hand side, this will be the newest one. So this one is the newest one. It's like, see that? See? There's no guarantee. This one's dead. So they pumped it, and then they just probably advertised or whatever, and something happened. Let's see. The dev cheated. So there's no dev wallet, and then everyone else sold. I assume that's what happened, because there's no dev wallet, and then once a dev sells, people don't want to take it over, and then just like everyone sells, and then the chart looks like this, because this beginning here with this huge green candle here is the dev buying up. So they obviously advertised here, and then pumped it, and then dumped it. See, they're doing pump and dumps. Baby, I don't know what that one is. That's dumped as well. See, another pump and dump. See, so just because they come on here, it doesn't mean that it's going to be successful. Tilly. Let's have a look at this one. Another pump and dump. Just know that, like 99% of these are gonna they're not gonna make it. It's just gonna be a pump and dump. So, okay, that one's interesting. That went straight to Dex Screener. Where cats were hat. So that's dumped. See? So how do you navigate through this stuff? You just don't. Like you just have to. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Yeah, sometimes you get really lucky and you snag a big one like coffee. Let's see what this one is. It's just luck of the draw, guys. You know what I mean? This one looks like it's got a live stream happening. Looks like he's showing his face. Maybe this has potential, but then again, I've seen ones that do live streams and have shown their face and they've dumped. But this one here looks decent, 80%. Dev's got 4% of the wallet. Let's kind of look at what it's about. Cuppa memes. Oh, what the hell's going on? Why is it doing this? Don't know why. I'll have to figure out how to log back in. Oh, now it's showing me. What the hell? Now let's go and have a look at Twitter again. There it is here. Cuppa memes. Looks like they're burning tokens. Dex is paid. They're on game.io. So yeah, they're doing all the right things. So they're trying to launch it. Let's go and have a look at the website. So they got this coffee with all the little things in it. Couple memes. I'm not sure what they mean here by couple memes. Website's kind of, I don't know. But again, website means nothing these days. Could be totally degen and go well. So it's at 82% blonding curve in this raise. Still pretty good. It's raised 27,000. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like the dev's pushing this with a live stream. Yeah, there you go. You can see the dev there. And join the Telegram, the website. So yeah, just because, yeah, like they're doing the right things to try to push this. No guarantee that that'll be successful, but the thing with these pumped up fund ones, there's a lot of people that cheat on these pumped up fund ones. Not all of them, but the majority of people will cheat, right? So that's the thing with pumped up fund. It's like you can get your project funded, but you're going to get funded by the wrong people. Not all the people are going to cheat. There's going to be people that will stay, but the majority of people will cheat. Once they start seeing the price going down, they'll just cheat. So that's the double-edged sword with pumped up fund. It's full of people that just want to get quick money and get in and out. And unfortunately, that's the game that you're playing with pumped up fund. But there's a lot of legit, like, long-term people as well. But majority are just, people that just want to make, $10, $20, and then just keep on going in and out of all these. That's their strategy. They come in, double their money, or make a little bit of coin and get out. They do it long enough, but the problem with that process is they lose too much money in the process. Where you're going to make the big money, right? People that make the big money in crypto is they basically find a project that is really, really good, and they put a ton of money, or put as much money as they can that they can afford into it, right? People that got into Pepe early, they dumped a whole bunch of cash in Pepe, Dogwood Hat, even Brett, Shiba Inu, you know what I mean? These people that bought earlier the better, and they just put it, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and done like 100x, 1,000x. But it took a while. Like this is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. But you need to plant. You need to plant your flag. Like that's the only way you're going to make the big money. Yeah, you can get very lucky and make money getting into like something that goes up, but it's extremely hard. So Dilly looking good. It's gone up. Billy looks like it's consolidating, but this will consolidate. I think because it's had a massive pump yesterday. I think this will go back down to like maybe 80k or 90k, and then it'll pump again. But you never know; it could just continue to go up, But yeah, it's good that like every time there's an all-time high, it kind of like sets a new floor. Before the floor was like 60k, then it was like 70, 80k. Now it's like 100k. So every time it pumps, it comes back down, pulls back, and then there's a new floor of maybe 20k, 20 million or 10 million. A new floor is set. So you can imagine if you look at it, it kind of goes, it goes like this, and then goes like that, and every time there's like a new floor, right? And this, this time period here will probably, this time period will probably like 3 months. Get rid of that bloody thing. 3 months, 6 months. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like how it works. So, what the hell? So yeah, that's kind of like what to expect. Every time it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. There's a new floor. So hopefully it'll probably pull back, but I'd wait for the pullback and then buy back in on the bottom. Try to get in. Maybe it might be 90k, 90 million. Well, what I keep on saying K for? But yeah, not long ago, Billy was only like 20 million. You know what I mean? Now it's like 100 million. So in like another month, this would be like 200 million, and then another month after that, it'd be like 300 million, and then another month after that, it'd be like 500 million. But it's going to take time. You know what I mean? It's going to take time. So, but there's heaps of momentum now with Billy. Like I was watching this yesterday with these buys, and there was like massive buys. People coming in with 20 grand, 30 grand. It will pump. Someone would come in with 30 grand and pump. And then that would be eaten up by people selling, literally like within seconds. And then, someone would dump 20 grand, and then that would be eaten up in like within seconds. Either by bots or just people, buying that floor, buying that dip, and then literally be eaten up within seconds. Like, it was just crazy, the amount of volume. I mean, at the peak yesterday, it was about 500k volume every 5 minutes. So that's like ridiculous. Every 5 minutes there's 500,000 in volume. So you can imagine over the hour, times that by 60, 30 million in an hour. That's crazy volume, man. That's crazy volume. So yeah, it's taped off a bit now. So this is how you tell. Like, you just come here and look at the 5 minute chart. When you look at the 5 minute chart, look at the volume. The volume is still 84k. That's still massive. But when you start seeing a frenzy, like once you start seeing this take off, you'll start seeing this volume get up to like 200, 300, 400k. That's when you know that it's going to keep on going up by the volume. That's just a simple indicator. The volume is the dictator, right? And you look at the now, it doesn't tell you the price, but it tells you that there's a shitload of volume, ton of people, usually the makers as well. There's a ton of makers. People are trading it. So obviously a sell counts as volume, but also does a buy. It counts as volume. So the higher the volume, the more it has a chance of going up. But also it can come down fast as well, okay? So just be aware of that. Let's just go and look, see if any comments. No comments today. It's all good. But Dilly's doing well today. I don't know. Could go on, but the reason why I liked Dilly then was because it was only 1 million market cap. Now it's 3 million. So you have to really just it could be a good entry into StarCat. You just don't know. Like, I wouldn't write StarCat off. I want to keep on monitoring it. So yeah, that's kind of it with meme coins. It's just, there's a lot of scams. You just got to be really super careful with these. I thought I watch this one. Yeah, you got to be super careful with these scams. Moonshot. There's tons of scams in Moonshot as well. Bezos is a new one. See, this is bad, right? This is immediately to tell you that this is a scam, right? When you see this, when you come here and you see this massive green candle, this is all bought up by the dev, and it's all bought up within the first minute. So this is, you want to avoid this immediately. Then you go to 37 holders. Now look at the liquidity pool. The bottom curve is 56%, but The token creator owns 11%, and he probably owns a couple of other. What they do is they buy this and they split the wallets up. So you have to be careful. Like, this is bad. You don't want to see this huge green candle. Yeah, I guess 11% is maybe a little bit high in my opinion. But yeah, if you want to get scammed, that's what you do. That's the number one thing I check. Is because most of these contracts are already they're already vetted. They use the same contract, so the LP's taken away, that's burned. There's no way to mint it. They're like a standard contract. So if it's coming off Moon shot, or if it's coming off Pump.Fun, generally speaking, the contract will be good, right? But the only thing is how they manipulate it is by buying the supply up and then dumping. So they buy the supply and then hide the supply in multiple wallets, sometimes hundreds of wallets, and then people don't know. They just continually slow rug it. They just continually dump, and you don't know because they're doing it slowly. You think, the coin's just going down, so you keep on buying into it, but it's rugging. They're just offloading all their bags on all the new investors. So you just got to be careful. That's why you got to research it and do the research and find out whether the team's legit, and go in the Telegram group and all that. Let's look at Trump. This one's been around for a while. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one, but anyway, had a huge pump here. Holders. Yeah, that's off limits. 49%. It's actually, I had a guy ask me about this one. This is a red flag, immediate red flag. I'll have to post it. Yes, he asked me about this one, and obviously he doesn't know about the holders. But I will have to inform him immediately so he doesn't invest in it and get wrecked. But yeah, always check the holders, right? Because if they own the supply, they can dump on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then you're probably thinking, oh yeah, no, it's just going down. No, it's a slow rug. You look at Billy, look at the holders of Billy, 15,000 holders, and the biggest holder only has 2%. That's why you do your research. We looked at Dilly before. Let's go and see the breakdown of Dilly. Holders 3,000, and then the majority of holders only 3%, so that's good, right? This one's looking good today. It's looking really good. So anyway, don't forget to check out Buddy. This is our Buddy token. I don't mind it actually at 31%. Why? Because then we know that this is really critical. This 31%. These people are getting now are the ones that are going to have the biggest gains. You're going to have the biggest gains. So, look at the dev wallet there. That's the dev wallet. That's my wallet. That's got 3.46, only 3.46%. So, yeah, literally the first 100% will be the people that are going to buy it organically, which is what I'm doing now. I just want people that's why I keep on making these live streams and telling people, just pluck in one soul, forget about it. Obviously, come and, check out the community. But all I want to do is build a solid community of 200 to 300 people that won't cheat. And why is that important? It's really important because when you buy the initial supply up here in Pump.Fun and you hold it, it's when it goes to DEX, if all these people hold, then the people that are coming in after have to buy in. There's going to be a couple of jitters, but if the majority of people hold, that's when you get to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 10 million really fast. Right? It's because the initial people hold, and then it doesn't dump. See, that's the real biggest issue that I see with these meme coins, is because it's so early and everyone dumps, and it just screws with the, the price fluctuation is so volatile because the market cap's so small. You dump and it can move the price, $10 or $15. Really fast, and then you get 10 or 20 people dumping at the same time. You can literally move the price immediately, and then all of a sudden there's like a death spiral, and then that's it. The game's over. It can literally be over in an hour. I've seen heaps of meme coins that's like one person is dumped, and then it's caused a death spiral, and then everyone's dumped, and then within 1 hour, like it's just completely been obliterated. And I was in that Telegram, and they're like, really good team pushing it. You know, they did all the things right. They spent a ton of money, and it just literally just died. Why? Because they're not building anything. You know, they're not building, like, you know, I talked about with Retardo building a culture, building a culture coin. Retardo, you should check out this one. This one's pretty, yeah, I'm pretty bullish on this one actually. That's not it there. It's Retardo. Retard. Hang on, let me also find it. Yeah, I think these guys have really got it dialed in. These guys know what they're talking about. They've got this dialed in. Let me see where I saved it somewhere. Let's just go to market cap. There it is there. It's down all today, but it's only down 2-3%. Like, these guys have got it dialed in. Look at it. It's 39 million market cap, 1 million liquidity. But these guys are like they're like the community is like Apple. That's how you can compare their community. They're so staunch. They just love Apple products. They just only buy Apple, even though the iPhone comes out with like one new feature that's totally retarded and it's not even justify the price. They don't care. They'll just still buy only Apple. So that's why this project, I think it's definitely different because of the culture, right? They're building culture with this, and that's what holds. This is the glue. This is what I'm trying to do with this. I want to build a culture with Buddy. If you love dogs, there's so much I want to talk about with Buddy, with the future of Buddy, but I can't because there's no point. There's no point talking about the plans I have for Buddy because we're not even there yet. What's the point talking about the future of where I can take this token? There's no point talking about it now because we're not even at DEX, right? Once we get to DEX and start building some market cap, and then we can talk about the future. But yeah, let's just put it this way: this is not a short-term project. I'm talking 2 to 3 years with this project. But we're not even started. But that's okay. It's gonna be funny. It's funny as AF when you look back on this. Hey guys, we couldn't even get off. Pumped Up Fun for 3 months. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. So that's what we're trying to do. We've got to build this floor. We've got to build this floor. People that don't cheat, and then we're building a culture, right? That's what Retardo are doing. They built this culture. These guys are like the Apple people of meme coins. They just so staunch and they hold. You know, so that's what we're doing. We're building the floor, and then people won't cheat, and that's how we build this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 million, 10 million initially. So, you know, we might be slow now building up, but we're getting the right people, right? It's not about the quantity of how fast you do it. It's about getting the right people, because once you get the right people in place, these guys here are YGs. They've held for 3 months. Some of these people have held 2 to 3 months. That's the people we want, right? So it's taken a while, but that's okay. We're getting the right people. So all you need to do is come in, park 1 SOL, that's it, and just forget it. That's all I'm asking. Come in, park 1 SOL, and forget about it for a year. Pull out 50 or 100 SOL, or even 1,000 SOL. You're sick of projects cheating and rugging and scamming you, and you know that this won't do it because, you know, I'm the dev, and I have big plans for this, and, you know, get involved in the community. But we're building this together, so yeah, I know it sounds cliche, but you know, we're building a culture here. So yeah, just come in, park your soul, and know that we can take this to the moon together. You don't have to worry about anything about any devs cheating on you or anything, because you know that I ain't selling my bags for years. So You just got to be very careful. You know, when I talked about these coins, that slow rug, you have to be very careful what you're buying into, right? This one here, right? Probably thinking, oh yeah, you know, big YouTuber, 30,000 people, and you know, I feel bad for him because someone is dumping his coin. Hopefully, it's not him. I hope it's not him, but I've been tracking this like on a daily basis. All this stuff is all visible on chain. You can't hide it, right? This guy here with the number 2 wallet had 50,000 tokens before. Now he's got 30,000. So he's dumped 20,000 tokens. So what? How is that? What? Why would you? You know? How is that possible? Well, he comes here on a schedule. Look at his schedule. Oh, look at his schedule. This guy is so he never misses. Like, you know what I mean? He's on a schedule. This guy. So he comes along. 4 hours ago, look, he dumped. Pulled out $445. Then 9 hours ago, he pulled out another $447. Then 13 hours ago, he pulled out $432. And then 23 hours ago, he pulled out $451. And then a day ago, yeah, it's good if you're this guy, right? You're pulling out $450 every 4 or 5 hours. I mean, he's got to sleep, right? So that's a bit of a bummer. Then he wakes up. Guess what? What's the first thing he does? It comes in, logs in, sells his coins. All right. This has been going on for weeks. Every 4 to 5 hours. This has been going on for weeks. He comes in and sells. Look, 15 days. He's still doing it. So he was selling the amount of coins. Now, basically, they keep on going down, obviously, because the price keeps on going down. Look, not weeks. He's been doing this for a month. 1 month. Look, he bought his bag for $85. See, look at his bag. 1 month, 13 days ago, he bought his total bag, 58,000 tokens for $85. $85. And now, every 4 hours for the last 1 month and a bit, he just comes in and, on a regular basis, like every 4 to 5 hours, and dumps his bags. Keeps dumping. That's why you would never buy this coin. Because look at it, he's gonna keep a schedule until he runs out of coins. Look, there's no buy orders. It's all sell. And he's got 30,000 tokens left. That's kind of the good part about it, right? Right, if you look at his bag here. I mean, I'm even watching this guy. There, he's the number 2 wallet. He's got 30. He started with $58,000. 58,000 tokens he bought for $85. Yeah, if you're this guy, you're laughing, right? I hope it's not the dev. Maybe it's not the dev. But what he's doing to this token is destroying it. Okay, he is destroying this token. You notice, see, it never picks up. So if you're thinking about buying this or you hold this now, guess what? I'll just sell, get out. Because this guy here, I just showed you, every 3 to 4 hours he comes in and dumps. And he's still got 30,000. You think that this behavior is going to change? No, it's not going to change. Let's look at the next wallet. I don't think this wallet, yeah, no, this one's different. This one hasn't got a, hang on. When you see this sort of stuff, it's like, what the hell? Yeah, the other ones look like the actual traders. Number 5th spot holders. See, so all this stuff is on chain. You can see what the hell's going on. Like, there's no illusions to this. Okay, so this guy's kept on buying, and then he realized, yeah, you know, so there's going to be a lot of dumping, because this guy, the other guy I just showed you before, will just continually dump. He's keeping a schedule every 4 hours, and he's got 30,000 coins left. He's not going to change his habit. Trust me. Trust me. Like, think about it. If you're this person, right? You wake up, you just log in, sell off, make $450, and then 4 to 5 hours later, you come in and you do it again. So he's doing this about 3 to 4 times a day. So he's making between 1,200 to 1,600 a day. Now, think about it. Think about this. You're making $1,200 to $1,600 a day. We're clicking a button. Are you going to stop doing that? And you got 30,000 tokens? Obviously not. Obviously not, right? Of course you're an idiot if you don't. If you stop doing this, maybe like what you're doing is you're cashing out, right? You're making money, but you're destroying the token, and this token could go way, way more. So, imagine if this token went to like $30. You're selling your token so cheap. But the way you got to look at it, the way he's looking at it is like, I got to click a button, I'm going to make $450. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope it's not the dev, but I really don't know about this project because of this guy here continually dumping. Yeah, it's not looking good. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, no comments today. So, anyway, let's just go back to talk about the other ones. Yeah, I'd have a look at Retardo. I think I'm not in this one yet, but yeah, I think this one's like super bullish, simply because of the community. Like, really staunch. They're the coins you want to look up. They're the coins you want to look at. The ones that are really staunch community, because they're gonna be they're the ones that are gonna pull through when they have a really staunch community. Mitchie's still doing well. A lot of red today, but yeah. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Let's see what Billy is. Billy's pulling back down to 99. So yeah, I think this is going to pull back till like 80, 90 or 80. So it'd be a good time to actually get in, if I'm completely honest. Because you want to, you want to make sure you want to get a good entry. In other words. So what do you call it? So that's pretty much it, guys. Keep an eye on Starcat, Billy, and also another one, Dilly, as well. Talked about Dilly. Alright, guys, and don't forget to check out Buddy Token. If you want to come in something long term, park in a sol, forget about it. No, the project's not going to rug. It's going to take time, but you could potentially pull out heaps and heaps of money later on down the track. I'm not guaranteeing it, but that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build culture here. Buddy Token, all the links will be below. And also, if you want like Memecoin stuff every day on a daily basis, I literally post on a daily basis with our Patreon. The link will be below. You can join the soul level, which is only $5 a month. Okay. Alright, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and guys, have a good day. No comments today. I'll answer them later. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.